I just made this for supper and it took probably 15 minutes to get it all ready and in the Instant Pot. But look at this lamb. This is like pulling apart. Look how tender that is. Ah, and it smells absolutely amazing. This is the easiest thing to make, and I have developed what I think is pretty goddamn good recipe. So try this. You will not regret it. I promise. I used to be afraid of lamb. I was afraid of cooking it. I didn't grow up eating it. It was like kind of a mystery red meat to me. But over the last couple of years, I've really embraced it, and it is such an affordable and delicious way to put food on your plate. And I have dialed in what I believe to be the perfect lamb recipe with such simple ingredients. Just everything you see here, a little bit of oil, some cabbage, carrots, shallots, a little sea salt, rosemary, and Montreal steak spice. And the secret ingredient, which is gonna blow your mind, black coffee. Trust me on this. So easy, and I'm gonna have this in the pot probably in the next 10 minutes, cooking away, and we're having it for supper tonight. So we also have a Dutch oven that we sometimes make this lamb in when we have more time. But the Instant Pot, if you're short on time, really nothing beats it for cooking the meat until it's just fall apart tender. And it's so easy to do. All you have to do is get it on saute. We're going to put some oil in here, a little seasoning on our lamb, and just get a nice sear all the way around, and then just dump a bunch of ingredients into the pot. So first things first, I just took it out of its packaging and rinsed it off, and I'm cutting this off because I just don't think it's healthy to be cooking something with elastic wrapped around it. I guess they just do this so it keeps its shape, but we don't need it. In fact, we can cut this up into a couple of different sizes of chunks just to make it easier to put into our Instant Pot. We're just gonna brown all of the sides of the meat first and then set it here just very quickly. And this has been going, it's on saute, very warm right now. You can hear that. Don't take the fat cap off of your meat. You're gonna want that. That's full of flavor, so you just let that sit for the whole cooking. All right, so we've browned the meat, and you just got to get like a rough brown on all the sides. Leave all of the stuff that's sticking to the Instant Pot in the Instant Pot. That is full of flavor. You don't want to waste that. So now we're just going to cut up, I don't know, what is that, like a quarter of a cabbage? The cabbage really gives it a nice depth of flavor, and it cooks down super soft. So it goes really, really well with the lamb. And I'm just cutting it in kind of big chunks, but into the pot. And then I've got 2 shallots that I'm gonna chop up and do the exact same thing with. These don't have to be chopped up super fine either. I love the taste of shallots. They're like a wonderful combination of garlic and onion, and they work really well with this recipe. If you only want to use onion and garlic, you can do that too, but shallots are my fave. In they go. So just peel your carrots. You don't have to cut them up super small because they're going to soften quite a bit. So leaving them a little chunkier, they'll eat better when it's all done. In they go. We're just gonna throw a few spices in. Do a teaspoon of sea salt and just sprinkle it around on top of the vegetables. Rosemary. I like to use fresh, tastes a little better than dried, but I don't have any fresh at the moment. So this is gonna have to do. Let's do 2 teaspoons of dried rosemary. And rosemary and lamb just go so beautifully together. You don't need to do overkill on the rosemary, but a little bit really makes it taste good. We had already sprinkled some of the Montreal steak spice on top of the lamb, so it's still sitting on the meat, but we're gonna do an extra teaspoon just because that peppery flavor really makes it taste good. So we're gonna do that. And 2 bay leaves. It adds to the fragrance of the food. And you know, fragrance really matters when it comes to deciding whether it's something you want to eat or not. So we're gonna do 2 bay leaves, throw those in, our coffee on top, and then our lamb. And that's it, people. It's how easy could that be? So we're going to nestle this all in with the vegetables underneath. It's gonna cook at high pressure for 90 minutes. And when we take that lid off, it's gonna be lamb heaven. So let's just wait and we'll come back. It's been 90 minutes and it's released its pressure. So let's take a peek. Ooh. Oh my God, it smells so delicious and rich. So the meat, after it's been cooking this long, literally just pushes apart, like with a spoon. Look at that. Oh, and you get all this delicious gravy. So we're gonna serve this with a few baby potatoes and yeah, dinner. It was $38 for the lamb. And then the other ingredients, I don't know what, probably $3 or $4. This will feed at least 6 people. If you eat like my husband, maybe 5 people. but it's a lot of food and it's really not that expensive. So don't be afraid of lamb. It's so delicious, and do it like this. If you want to do it in a slow cooker, you can do it in the oven, but this is so fast and so easy. And try it and let me know how it goes for you.